Wappinger Zoning Board of Appeals meeting to order, please. Roll call, B.
Mr. Delaporte?
Here.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Here.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes, here.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Here. All right, first item on tonight's agenda is acceptance of the minutes from June 22nd, 2021. Everybody have a chance to review those.
Yes. Yes.
Any corrections, additions, deletions?
No. No. No.
Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
Motion to accept.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right, second item on tonight's agenda is adjourned public hearing, appeal number 217721, Craig Bova, seeking an area variance, section 24037 of the district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the side yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 3.6 feet for the construction of a 10-foot by 20-foot prefab shed, thus requesting a variance of 21.4 feet. Property is located at 5 Montfort Road and is identified as tax grid number 6358011735528 in the town of Wappinger. Could I have a motion, please, to open the adjourned public hearing?
I make a motion to open.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
All right, so moved. Okay. Mr. Bova, please step up to the mic. You know the routine by now, I think, right? Just for the board's benefit and anybody listening in, just a brief description of what you need and why you need it.
Okay, so I had gotten a survey, as you guys requested, and sent a copy to each one of you. And I also had the surveyor, while he was there, marked where 12 feet is from the property line like you had asked me. So he had staked it on both sides of the shed
Gotcha.
so that you could see where it would be and when I move it up to. So the back of the shed would be there.
Gotcha. All right, so we went several weeks ago, we were at the house, took a look at it, saw what was going on. Originally thought the shed was about 12 feet or so from the property line. Realized that wasn't the case. We requested that you get a certified survey, which you did. And we see that now, in fact, what we thought was the case is the case, right? That the shed is very close to the property line, looks like 3'6" on one side and 4'2" from the other corner. Now, the application, the way it was originally written, right, you were gonna have the shed 12 foot off the property line, which
Right.
would then require a 13-foot variance. Right, the way it's published, or the way it's written tonight, is how it's actually built. So the question we have, right, for you is, what was your intention? Is your intention to move the shed to 13 feet?
Yeah, I'll move it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have it marked where
'cause
the back is.
If we didn't go that route, right, if we wanted to change the variance, then we'd have to republish it and have another public hearing, basically start the whole process over again. But if what I'm hearing correctly from you is that we're gonna go, the variance requested.
Correct.
The 13-foot.
Are you saying there's an option that I could leave it there and get a variance?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Then I will move it to where I have
Okay,
it. where
that
it's
was
staked
our
out by the
understanding.
survey.
So that being the case, now, should I reread the application?
Basically, no, you could just
No.
make a motion, if that's what you're so inclined. The
Right.
motion should then be very clear as to what you're granting.
I see. Okay, so going back to the original application, okay, I have it written, I brought the old one actually, so I want to make sure
I
I
have
get
the old
this.
one too, do you need one?
Is that you were gonna,
Mr. Bova's
got it,
original app.
that you were going to provide 12 feet, thus requesting a variance of 13 feet.
Okay.
So then the shed would need to be relocated from its current position
Correct.
to that spot. Okay, so that being the case, then, I would have to make a motion now then to close the public hearing. So could I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so moved. So then I would need then a motion to grant or deny the application as it was originally written, requesting a 13-foot variance, right? Thus, the applicant would provide 12 feet from the shed, from the property line to the shed. Everybody clear on that, right? So we were all at the site, I think we all were there, it was quite some time ago. But just to clarify that you're requesting now a 13-foot variance.
Right.
Thus relocating the shed 12 foot off the property line.
Yes.
Okay, so that being the case, could I have a motion to grant or deny the applicant the variance based on that criteria? Also, back up a couple steps. What we're gonna do, depending on whether we grant or deny the variance, we would have to stipulate that that shed would be moved by a date certain, okay? So I think that would include that in the denial or approval, right? So then, can I again have a motion to deny or grant the applicant the 13-foot variance?
I'll make a motion that we grant the 13-foot variance. The requested variance will not produce an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood. Excuse me. No substantial detriment will be created in nearby properties. There are other feasible methods, but I guess this would probably be the best one for you to accomplish what you want to get done. Requested area variance is not substantial. The proposed variance will not have an adverse effect on impact of physical environment conditions in the neighborhood or district. Where the alleged difficulty is self-created, I do still believe that we should grant this variance.
Okay. So, could I have a second, please?
I'd like to add that when we are going to give the time frame.
Yeah, yes. Based on the granting of the variance, we'd like to state that as of September 15th, which is approximately 2 months,
Yes.
right? We'd like the shed moved.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna write that into the approval.
Okay,
Okay.
great, thank you.
Okay. So now, based on that, could I have a second, please?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, could I have roll call, please, B?
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Valadi?
Yes. All right, so your variance is granted, and you're free to go.
Thank you, everyone, for your time.
You're welcome. You too.
Aye.
Thanks for the survey, by the way.
Yes. That is a big difference.
Okay. Third item on tonight's agenda, public hearing, appeal number 217734. Yuen Chen, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Okay, thank you. Seeking an area variance, section 24037 of district regulations in an R40 zoning district, where 25 feet to the side yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 16.7 feet for the construction of a 10-foot by 23-foot shed with half a bathroom and a 22-foot 6-inch by 15-foot 6-inch cabana, thus requesting a variance of 8.3 feet. The property is located at 17 Caliburn Court and is identified as tax grid number 6257-04-608-498 in the town of Wappinger. Can I have a motion, please open the public hearing?
I make the motion open for,
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Okay, Mr. Chen, just for the board's benefit and anybody else listening in, can I please have a brief explanation of what you need and why you need it?
Yeah, so we're just finishing the backyard, we just put a pool in, so we want a couple of structures on either end of the pool. We couldn't put the pool lengthwise away from the house because of the grade in the
Topography,
backyard, so we
yeah.
had to put it, sideways. And because we have to do that, we're basically forced to put it into the setback a little bit.
Right.
So that's why I'm here requesting for a variance.
Right, yeah, we were all out at the site on Saturday, Sid took a good look at what you got going on there, you got some topography to deal with, and, as you go away from the house up into the backyard, you can see what you're seeing, see how you're explaining, you can't spin the pool around, right, then you'd have all kinds of retaining wall issues going on there, you had to do that. Pretty straightforward. We saw where, I believe where the silt fence is on the left side, it's probably pretty close to property line. And we kind of pasted off to see where you're at there. I really didn't have any other questions for the applicant. You guys? I mean, it was pretty straightforward, right, when we were out there. You know, what you got going on. Any of you guys? Any other questions?
it's
No
fine.
concerns? Okay. We'd usually ask the audience if there's any questions, but we know that answer, right? So, with that being said, could I have a motion to close the public hearing, please?
I'll make the motion to close.
Have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, then, can I have a motion, please, to grant or deny Mr. Chen the variance?
Make a motion to grant. I think it makes a lot of sense bookending the pool with the two structures. It could foreseeably be achieved through another means. You know, you could have places further up the hill. I don't think it would be as ideal for your use, so I think this does make the most sense. There's no undesirable change to the neighborhood. It is not a substantial request. No adverse physical or environmental effects, and the difficulty is self-created.
Okay, can I have a second, please?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, roll call, please, B.
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay, your variance has been granted. Okay, you're all set.
Thank you so much.
You'll
Very
hear from the
welcome. Have a
building
good night.
department. You'll hear from the building department as soon as it's issued.
Okay, great.
Have a good night.
So, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
So without any further business this evening, no?
You have any further business, Bart?
I have nothing.
Can I ask again who seconded that? I know David, you did grant it.
Who seconded?
John.
Was it John?
I heard John.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
Motion.
All right, can I have a motion, please, to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Have a second?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. We are adjourned.
Oh, right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, gang. Yeah.